All right, everybody, let's talk about Jersey Fusion by Sports Cards. This is a newer product. It's been out now for a few weeks, maybe even a month or so. I would say at least a month or more. And what it is it's one pack or box that comes with one card with a piece of game used material inside of it with a card that is not necessarily a buyback, but a card they can get from just about anywhere, buying it and putting it in there, and then putting in a mag. And we're going to go over a few things, what I like, what I don't like, and we're going to go down here. We're going to get a good idea of some of the better hits. On their webpage, they have these scrolling through. Now you can speed it up if you want to and go through them a little quicker. So you can see some of the nicer stuff. Now, again, this Beam Deem Shaquille O'Neal right here with the logo man. This is a fantastic. I'd love to have this right here. It's going to command a massive premium. Right here, there's Larry Bird with the Boston Celtics. And you can see the cards they put in the background here. And the way this was explained to me is this card is in its own acetate or penny sleeve. Then the jersey swatch piece is put on top of that, where this one of one game used tag is. You can see it's behind it, so it's laid on top of this unit. And then there's another acetate clear piece over the top of that. So this piece is not touching the top of the mag. So that's good to know. On the back of these, there is also a QR code and some information about the actual jersey or jersey piece. We'll get to that here in a little bit. I wanted to show you some of the bigger hits. These are all one of ones, so there are multiple one of ones of a player. You can see this Jordan right here. Let's see, there's some really big jawstring right here where they pulled it from the shorts. So some of the stuff you can get is obviously a full uniform of a player, not just not just your top jersey. Logo man right here for a Jordan, that's massive. There are very few of those on the planet to begin with, of any type. Trouts, King Griffey's, and if you see, there are autos. So they'll get a card that's autographed, like a genuine card released by whatever company. They're buying it back. They're buying it from somewhere. They're putting in the product, and then they're laying a jersey or patch over it. They're not always one of ones. There are ones that are numbered at different levels. You can see the Hamm rookie with the logo man, the Justin Herbert here. And this Justin Herbert is a rookie season jersey that they purchased that he signed and autographed during the season, his rookie year. They purchased that, I'm assuming, at auction and then put that into cards. You got some King Griffey's, classic King Griffey Jr. there, the Rawlings thing, got a Mike Trout, and you can see it's partially autographed because they bought an autographed jersey of game used jersey of Mike Trout, and they cut it into little pieces. And there you are, right here too. Now, this says manufactured logo. Okay, so you really do need to pay attention to what the card area says. The other thing you're going to really need to pay attention to as we scroll through just a few more of these to give you an idea of the bigger cards, because one of the bigger cards you can get, there's the Kobe rookie logo man. Here's a NFL Shield Prism rookie Herbert, a SP 93 SP Jeter with the MLB logo. Got the Master Fusion Jordan here, and then you do have a Jordan rookie card. This is an actual Jordan rookie card with a logo. This card right here is probably the most valuable card to come out of this stuff, as it's going to be thousands of dollars. But this just gives you an example of what's in it. Now, what we were talking about is information on the back of the card. So if we go right here, here's a Walter Payton, good old white napkin, game used swatch. All right, now if we flip on the back of this right here, it'll tell you, 2021 edition includes material from 1984 to 1987 jersey worn by the player. So they don't know exactly when this was worn from when they purchased it. Now you scan this QR code and it'll show you the jersey that you have purchased a piece of or got a piece of out of your pack. But this gives you the idea. So basically that sleeve that's on the front of it right here that says game use swatch Jersey Fusion, because this piece of jersey is laid on the top of that piece. The back of that piece that the card is actually slid in like a penny sleeve has all this information on it. All right. And then, of course, there's the jersey card. And then on top of that, there's another acetate sleeve. And then it's in a mag. I haven't got to get one of these yet in hand because I want to see if I take this sticker off, open up the mag. Can I pull this card out of the sleeve and then put the card I want in the sleeve? Because if you look right here where it says 32 of 50 on the right-hand side, that's on that piece of plastic. So I can put any card I want in it after that. So I'm curious if it's sealed. I'm not sure if it is or isn't until I get one in hand. I do have one coming, a Jordan. I don't really want to open my Jordan. Maybe I do. I don't know. I was trying to get a cheaper $10 to $15 one that nobody cares about as much and use that as my guinea pig. So we'll see. I know Brian over at Tampa Card Shop here in Tampa, they're going to have some of the stuff coming in, I think, Monday. Maybe I just go over there, get it full price, open one up. If I don't hit anything crazy, it'll be my guinea pig also. It's just something I want to kind of bring out. But here's an interesting one, and this is where I get a little confused on the game used numbered patch. Beautiful little patch piece right here, Willie Mays for the Mets. Now, he played for the Giants during his heyday, but for the Mets, they were nice enough to show you right here what it looks like when you go through and look at the actual jersey when you scan it. So you scan this QR code, this pulls up this information, and the one thing that I notice here, coach's worn road jersey. So this is when he was a coach. So he was coaching a game, this was the jersey he wore. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I want one that he played in. That's my opinion, though. You may still find this appealing. It's a Willie Mays. You collect Willie Mays stuff. That's the jersey they ended up buying, and that's the one they cut up. So sometimes you can even go and figure out where on the jersey they cut this piece from. And I do like that little thing. The Ted Williams, same thing. I scanned this, the back of this thing. It is a uniform that they purchased from 1965 to 66. He was not playing at the time. He was a coach or coaching or as a coach. So again, this is not a game used material as in the player was playing the position they usually play, batting, playing the field. That's a game used jersey to me versus just sitting the bench watching some guys play. If all they ever were was a coach, then I'd probably give that a little more respect. Here's a perfect example of what makes me angry about the product as well as any other product is we have ourselves a nice Mario Lemieux here, 1 of 1 with 2 napkins, the white and the yellow. Now, if this is a 1 of 1, come on, this should be double patch. Just double logo, double something, not this. This, to me, is a slap in the face. You pulled a 1 of 1. Let's say you're revealing this out of the pack, which there's a little, fuzzy in the front of this, and you start to see 1 of 1, and then you get this. That's not cool. You saw all those 1 of 1s over here that we were looking at. Does that look like any of these? You know what I mean? Like, these are way more appealing. These are true 1 of 1s. Don't give me a 1 of 1 or even a 1 of 5 and then slap me in the face with a double napkin, because that's not cool. All right, Jordan, again, this is a pair of from his shorts on the jersey. Again, if you go back and if you go, I don't think they show this one. This is a game-worn jersey, but they had bought a full set where it was the shorts and the jersey, and this piece had came. I think I ended up. No, it's from the band around the like armpit areas here. If you look at Jordan's jersey at the top here, that section basically up around the arms is where that came from. I did see another one where it looked like the shorts, the top of the shorts, where we got the top white and top bottom with the red black going across the middle. I did see one of those as well. So again, pay attention to what you're looking at. This one right here, it's a cool little piece off the jersey. But again, if you look at it right here, this is from a shooting shirt worn by the player. So this wasn't played with in the game. It was played with prior to the game. Again, that's something different to me. This is from 87, 88. It is in the heyday. So that might be something you target for that. But I've noticed with people paying big money for some of these, like this one's $460. I would rather have that as a game jersey, not what I'm seeing there. The Justin Herberts are all from an actual game used rookie jersey. They bought one of those. It has inscriptions on it, so some of his other cards in this set do have an inscription on the pieces, and those are super cool. Here's another Jordan right here. Nice piece. Again, full warm-up suit for 96.97. So really pay attention to the back of the card and go scan that QR code. It means a lot. I'm telling you, it changes things. And I'm trying to find one of these that, like the same thing right here. This is a shooting jacket, I believe, or shooting warm-up suit. There you go. So this is the warm-up suit, the thing you rip off prior to going to play. So to me, it's like a pre-game type thing. Here's a nice Magic Johnson right here on the Fusion to Master Fusion, a true one of one. I don't really buy the whole one of one. I don't really care because all they're doing is printing one of one on a piece of plastic. And since they have multiple one of ones of every player, for the most part, that dilutes the one of one. We're all complaining all the time, like LaMelo has 38 one of ones. They're doing the exact same thing. Make a one of one, make a one of five, make a one of 10. Do all that and just make the nice patches. Have the cards get better. To me, if this is a one of one Magic Johnson, this card that's included with this jersey swatch should have been a second year card, knowing that we have the Bird Magic rookie in this set. So these were the things where the thought process needs to get a little better with some of these companies to truly make their product stand out, make it extremely desirable, and make you want to get it. All right, so this right here is a very popular card in the set. They have these with just regular napkin pieces on it. They sell for about 40 to 45 bucks. This is the ones to 33, which if I see a 32 of 33 come up, being both their jersey numbers, and it's this patches, I'm going to probably go after that card, to be completely honest with you, because that's just both guys' jersey numbers in the serial description, and they'll both be jersey swatch cards. I just think that would be a fantastic card. Again, these are from both the uniforms. You can actually look this QR code up. Both uniforms will pop up on page. So you can go ahead and scan these with your phone. You open your camera, the email or the .com address will pop up. You click on it, and it'll take you directly to the information. Here's one of the true 101s, Russell Wilson's. They did an okay job placing the jersey cards on certain parts of some of these cards. Again, I would like the cards in the background to be a better card, especially when you're talking about a one of one. I think the execution of the product is decent. I give them probably like a 7, but it could have definitely easily been a 9 to a 10. And again, this is the first main year they've done this. I don't think they used the entire jersey. This is an example of the Justin Herbert right here, showing that it was signed basically. He had scripted it, and so you can actually go scan the QR code, look for the 2.9 in the jersey, and it comes off that. And I just like that transparency. It truly shows what's going on with the product, where it's coming from. Again, this Altuve, what's interesting, this has a specific date and year for which this worn, so they have a lot more detailed information about this one. So that's where if you go in and really pay attention, like I said, look at the back of the card, scan that QR code, go and find out where that jersey originated from, because they're not all the same at all. Shaquille O'Neal has game used. I have already seen the ones where, again, it said manufactured patch. This Rob Gronkowski, if you scan the Rob Gronkowski, which these colors look right, that looks like Patriots jersey. But if you scan the QR code, it's from his college jersey, actually. It is not a Patriots game used jersey. So this can be misleading. And again, I like transparency, and they're not going to be like, well, we didn't mislead you, scan the card. And I agree with that, but just go get a Patriots jersey and move along with it. We're going to look at a few more things here. Charles Barkley, second year card with the NBA logo. Cool Nolan Ryan. Here's the Charles Barkley rookie NBA logo. Again, you got to scan the back of these. I haven't seen one of these to scan the back just to make sure it came from an actual game used jersey, not a warm-up suit, not a event worn, which I haven't seen one of those, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Pay attention to what these say too, league logos, laundry tags. These are very important information. If you're going to spend good money on these, let's make sure that we're getting a good card. That would be the only thing I would recommend. It's Pete Rose's. That's phenomenal right there, actually. I'm hoping that comes off of one of his old school things there. Mario Lemieux. They also have Connor McDavid. The only Wayne Gretzky that I've seen that they have in this set, which they have multiple cards of it, is an all-star jersey from, I believe, the 90s, where it's the orange and white. So it's not a Kings jersey. It's not an Oilers jersey. Like what they did here with the Martin card right here, where they actually took a piece of zipper off of it. So this is a two-piece. So this is a button off of the jersey, and this is a zipper off the pants. So they bought a full uniform, cut it into a couple pieces, threw it in this card. So that's kind of cool. I wonder how thick this thing actually is, having that piece in it. Shaquille O'Neal Beam Team right here. This is probably going to be his best card in this set outside of his upper deck one that they have down here. There's another Michael Jordan, the Bulls, Brett Favre. So in some instances, they did a really good job pairing the card with the piece of jersey. And then in other instances, they did not. So greatly, just pay attention to that. Hope you like this product. Let me know your feedback, what you think. Do you like this? Do you not like this? I'm curious if I can swap the card out inside, because if I can and I get some of these, I'm going to swap the card out for a card I like more, or that means a bit more to me that I'm not going to grade or anything like that. And then I don't even know if you can grade these. Like, can you take the mag off, send it in for grading, and then have them slab it? Because if I get one of these Michael Jordan cards and grade it, does it change the value? It's just curious. I haven't seen anybody do it yet, but it'd be a very interesting little experiment to have. But like the Mike Trout, like, why don't I have a Mike Trout Topps rookie with a piece of logo on it? They did this so far with these other guys. I want to see that next step, that full evolution, where they say, how can we make this the greatest product ever? And I feel like they're always like, let's just save some. No, you can do it again. Everybody will love it. But excuse me. Let me know how you'd like this product. If it's something you're interested in, will you buy it? Will you buy it on the secondary market? When it first came out, honestly, I thought they were kind of cheap to buy into, because you could buy a lot of these, not these one-of-ones, but nicer patches for well below what a box cost, and because you're chasing the big hits, really. I've only seen a few of the bigger cards come out, none of the big rookies, at least, really pop off. So I'm still kind of waiting for one of those to hit, and maybe that it just hadn't been opened yet. Like any other company, if you're smart, you don't drop your one-of-one superfractor on the day that something opens, especially when it's one of the main chase cards. That's kind of what just happened with Bowman Chrome, with the prospect from the Red Sox. His one-of-one superfractor has already been hit, and the product's been out for all of like 48 hours. So again, they want you to kind of go through the product, make sure they're making their money. They're going to do that, and if you don't think that's a strategy, then you're not thinking in a business sense, and I don't blame them for it. If enough product gets bought and sold and it's out there in the wild, then that's a different story, because somebody bought it, so it gets to move. But let me know. Again, if you like this, hope you like this video. It's something new I'm trying, and I hope you enjoy, everybody. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you later.